It's Friday Night Live with your host, your brother Methos, and the Free, and recently escaped from the basement, Hoodies. And now for the car wreck of the show, welcome to the Cross and Fizz.
And we are live.
What is up, beautiful people? It's Wolf Brother Methos.
And I'm Freak.
And it's trash only.
he's still buttering about that.
Welcome
to the show.
Good to see you guys.
Holy crap.
Is it though? Is it?
It is.
I think so. I'm feeling it.
So, what have you guys been up to this week? It's been kind of a weird week for me. I think for you too, Freak.
Yeah.
Freak and I were talking about how something in the air. We just both been feeling beat down, worn out, and it's been kind of a mess of a week.
Yep. I've been kind of, I've been fighting just lethargic and just, oh man, I've just been tired, congestion. I had a nagging cough earlier in the week. I'm like, oh man. So yeah, I kind of dosed up a lot on melatonin, try to rest, and I'm feeling a little better. Still got a little bit of congestion, but yeah, I've got my diffuser going and trying to get myself a little happiness here. Otherwise, I feel a little better. Like I said, you can kind of hear it in my throat.
Of course, it's not been affecting Oni because he still has the power of youth.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's like.
Well, no. I mean, I'm still a trash painter, you know.
God. Brother Archer, what's happening?
Archer, good to see you, my brother.
He's already protesting.
Down
Save it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. He knows what's up.
Oh, he knows. Oh, he's ready. He's ready for the fight.
He's ready to lay the smack down it.
Hell yeah, man, because he knows that all this, talk about price hike gives you
emotional damage.
Up with
some emotional damage. That's right.
Emotional damage. I guess this upload didn't work. Let me do it again.
So yeah, man. Where is that other one I had? Did I not put my SOB on here? I guess I did not. Oh well.
You did not put your what on where?
The SOB. My son of a. Yeah, I guess I'm missing that one.
The SOP. What does the S stand for?
Sour, sure, yeah, that works. Son.
Whoa. Man, okay, when you say a 6% price increase, man, I've been hearing about them nickel and diming us for a long time, but normally it's only been like $5 at a time.
Right.
And I had gotten used to that. I was okay.
Yeah.
But seeing Archer spell it out, your standard $65 box going to $75.
Yeah, 60 to 75. Yeah.
So are we talking about that right now?
I guess so. It's in the chat. It just threw me for a loop.
Yeah. It's different seeing the numbers. Yeah. Once it's all added up.
Because when it happened last year, it was like okay. Before it was a $55 box becomes $60, and I was like, okay, that's not bad.
Right.
But this is worse.
Yeah. Yes. So how you guys been doing? What are you painting? What are you working on?
Mer?
Yeah, you.
Mer?
Oh my God.
I am working on pull back up my Zoom camera so I can see what I'm doing. I am working on these lovely Nico Kazarkin girls from Resin Minotaurum. And
Yeah.
Pronounced nickel. Nickel. Not Nico.
You know, like Nick.
My bad. Neko.
Nico is the main character for Grand Theft Auto 4.
Okay.
Nico Bellic.
Let's see.
Should I lock him up now or later?
It's all right. I'll make my way down there.
Let's see. A more white background. Man, it's like some days the lighting likes me and I can show off any model, and some
Hold on,
days
let me change it. Let me
too
change
dark.
the yeah, I've been meaning to do this, Methos. Let me do it by speaker. That way. There you go. All right, so that way it's the person that's speaking that will show up. Yeah, it's nice and big.
So anybody who's speaking shows
it's
up?
just my lighting.
Yeah.
It's
so
funny,
now that you spoke,
sometimes
now
when
it
I'm
went
doing
to
this-
yours, so
But you're
it's-
speaking now.
you shut up so we can see him.
Yeah, it's just not going to do it. Some days I'm trying to show off a model and it's just like, oh man, that light is perfect. And then some days it's just,
Yeah. I can see it.
anyways.
Yeah, it's the little, yeah, it's the lighting. Yeah, it's washing out.
Yeah, I don't know. Some days, like I said, I try and show off my models and it looks, oh hey, it's crisp, perfect.
Right.
And
Yeah,
some days it's just like,
yeah. Hey Archer, you can be a better judge. Do you guys prefer this type of videography where it's like, okay, it's whoever's speaking, you get to see, you know, full camera or full picture, or you want to see us all together at the same time, regardless of who's speaking? Let me know what your thoughts are. What you working on there, Mr. Oni?
Trash.
Tell me about your trash, sir.
Well, it's started off as garbage, but now I'm making it into trash. Less garbagey.
What you working on?
I'm putting together the Boba Fett model
oh, nice.
for Star Wars Legion.
Pretty nice.
I'm gonna, paint them up all trashy too.
That is something I definitely want to, and I know I vowed it last year, but I want to vow again this year. Like, I love my Warhammer, but a couple of things I want to do this year is expands a couple of the things that we've been meaning to try for a while. I want to dip my toe into the Star Wars Legion this year.
But are you though?
I said I want to. I didn't say that I would, because anytime I start to do another project, I find another cool Warhammer project I'm going to do instead. So, is it going to happen? I don't know, but do I wanna? Yes. And of course, I've collected a good bit of Crisis Protocol now, so I definitely want to dip my toe into that too. So,
But are you though?
like I said, I intend to, but I can't say for sure.
I got you to play a couple of games of Underworld.
And I definitely want to go back and do some more of that. That was fun. Just like last year, I said, man, I am definitely going to play more games of X-Wing. And I got a couple more ships and stuff like that. I got a couple ships for Freak. And then we never talked about it.
I know. We never played. Man. Who took my dice? Steve! Okay. Here it is. The price increase doesn't surprise me. The amount does. It's quite a jump. More reasons to just keep muddling along with what I have and just pick up the new codex and the such. Yep, I totally freaking get it, man. That's kind of the sentiment. I'm hearing it from a lot of people. Brother Atlas, what's going on, man? And he's pulling your line. What's up, beautiful people?
What is up, beautiful people? What up, baby? 3D printing is definitely going to be a bigger thing. Yep.
Yeah.
And the price increases. The price increases don't surprise me, but the amount does. It is a jump. You're right.
Yeah, it is quite.
More reason to keep muddling through with what I have. It's a good time to go. Hey, when it hits hard like this, it's a good time to go through that backlog. And just pick up the codexes and such. Yeah, I love the rules, But yeah, the prices of the models, there are alternatives.
So, it's funny because I think what people are going to do is what we used to do, especially when we needed it on the cheap. Before the printers came around, you start looking on eBay or looking for people who are looking to sell off part of their sets, and you can get them pretty reasonable, and I guarantee you that's what people are going to do if they want to get the original stuff. But yeah, I got a feeling, man, it's going to be the whole 3D printer thing. Man. And then and what's going to okay, here's my theory. This is just my theory, and I could be wrong. What are the odds that, and more people are going to go 3D printed, which means that most of the stuff is not going to be WYSIWYG. It's not going to be GW, which means that there's going to be less and less people playing in an actual GW shop. So they're going to move away from that, and they're going to wind up going to, the mom and pops, right?
Well, I mean, that's just the thing, though, is that, it's the whole pay where you play, right?
Sure.
So those that are comfortable playing kitchen table like we do, or in, the smaller, the lesser known stores, like you said, the mom and pop type shops, yeah, they'll be happy to jump ship and, pick up whatever. But I think the competitive aspect is such a driving force,
right?
For the hobby. There's going to be plenty of people who will stick with the original,
no doubt,
and because they're going to need the official stuff to play in official places, right?
Atlas. It's okay. I wasn't able to buy Warhammer models before. Now I just don't even have to lie to myself. What is a GW store? I get it, man. Yeah, I get it. It's hitting everybody. I mean, it's a real thing. Especially in this economy. It's.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna hit everybody in the pocketbook, and so.
Fish, baby. Good to see you. Wow.
Happy Friday to you.
So, I think before we get fully off into this topic, because definitely a lot of people who are, I don't even think we have time for the whole pork chop right now. People are like,
I know, we're
really wanting
to, man.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Yep.
But before we get into all that, since we have a few of you in chat now, Freakish trying out something new with the camera and is focusing on sometimes on whoever's speaking, and then of course there's also our side-by-side view, and kind of let us know which one you prefer.
Yeah, so right now it's a side-by-side, and then I'm going to switch it over to the speaker. So basically it's whoever is speaking will get highlighted and will be the one up front. Let me know what your thoughts are. You can actually see our lovely faces when we're doing that. So, except for me, I don't know why. When I speak, I don't know up there.
Good.
Shut up! You shut your face!
Oh, freak. You've seen from our shows at Chippendales. Nobody wants to see your face. They just want to see your body.
I know.
They love you for your body.
They just love me for my body. My background. Why do I want to Avatar? Oh, neat. Woo!
I haven't stepped aside to GW store in years. I said last year I'm not paying $25 for some grats. Yeah. As you know, $25 for grat. I mean, not $25, but the cost of for a little 10-pack of grats used to not be a big deal. But as it keeps going up, every year, they're the same grats. So I understand, my man. Oh.
Yeah, that's screwy.
All this, like, I did my kind of a little bit of pork chop. I won't go too far into it because we're already on topic, but man, so I did all my base tones for my skin earlier this week. But now I'm doing the highlights and layers on my skin. And, man, I haven't messed with my wet palette in a hot minute.
Mm.
And glazing, I had almost forgotten how tedious glazing is.
So,
Yes, we want more hot freak action. Well, freak, they want the body. I know
I'm
you're
telling
chilly
you.
out. I know you're chilly out there in the garage, but you're gonna have to get up and move it around a little bit.
I'm gonna have to jiggle it
Please
just a little
don't.
bit. Oh, I'm gonna.
Please don't.
I'm trying to see what is a good one here.
I'm still trying to recover from last time.
Let's try.
Chippendales doesn't pay for my therapy sessions.
I don't think Chippendales doesn't pay for anything. I mean, we've been trying to get them to pay for it, but they just
Well, they
refuse.
pay for our physical therapy, but not the mental therapy.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
That's why they make all of our customers pay sign the waiver.
Yeah. That's true.
They said, "Hey, you're paying to see this."
Yeah. Take it off, freak. Hey, I'll ask for it.
What?
Hey, come on. That usually doesn't happen until after, show.
Sorry.
That's
Sorry.
when we hand out the barf bags. So,
Continue.
okay, we got it. We got this.
And grow the beard back. I know. I keep trying to tell him. He keeps saying it's his CPAP mask. Like he's like, but bro, sleep is important. And I'm like, hey, I like
Yes.
my man to look a certain way.
Yeah, screw sleep. Screw health. We need facial hair. Damn it.
That's right. That's right. And you act like you don't understand. You get it.
Okay. So Atlas says he prefers the side-by-side. The current speaker thing sometimes continues to pick up background noise and will not swap screens. Fair enough.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Also, the side by side, whenever I look up, it looks like a group conversation.
Right.
I think it captures the feel of friends hanging out a little better.
Oh, thank you. The beard makes you look distinguished, bro. Appreciate that.
Yeah, even though every time you grow it back, it's a little saltier.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's definitely a little more.
I mean,
It's more salt than pepper in it.
it follows his character.
That's what it is. The
The
beard
saltier
matches.
he gets.
Yep, the beard matches all those dice rolls
Oh,
that he's
man.
played since the last time he had the beard out.
Yeah. Jeez.
Although this last time you were actually rolling pretty well.
Yeah, it wasn't doing too bad.
Maybe you've turned it around.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, we
Okay,
talked
okay.
about it. Atlas is the new Blitz after all those, after some of those rolls he was making against the Militarum last time. Oh, it continued after you guys left, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we rolled to see who got first turn, and when you're playing Oops All Tanks, first turn is mega important. Okay,
Oh, God.
and you rolled a 1 to see who goes first with the tanks. And also, he had some of his tanks in deployment, so it was even more important because since he had some in reserve, that meant like turn 1, my whole line of tanks opened up on his like 3 tanks. And so by the time his other tanks came in from reserve, it was pretty close to over.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, his rolling did not improve after y'all left.
Oh, man, poor guy. I don't know. I mean, did he touch my dice?
Oh, yeah, Oni did.
Only did, yeah.
Freak will have good rolls for one game, and they get hit with the car or something on the way home.
That's so true.
Or pulled over and tased.
Yeah, yeah.
Sir, can we see your license and registration? Sure. It's my insurance is in the glove compartment here, and he's reaching for it. God, tase him.
He's reaching for it. You can't concentrate all this good luck at once. This is true. would not be Freak.
But,
man.
okay, so back on. Oh, also when I first hopped on, I only see Methos, and for all the people who come here only to see Freak and his Chippendales dances, they may leave. That's true. That's true. And he says, "No, my luck is just in the toilet currently." Yeah, your luck. You passed the blitz on to
Methos,
Atlas.
he goes, he's not even trying to reassure me. He goes, yeah, it's in the toilet. in the toilet.
The toilet. Yeah, you agree. You're not even disagreeing with it.
Yeah, instead of reassuring Alice, he's like, yeah, it's in the toilet, man.
Yeah.
Ever since I went to the ER, dice rolls are bad luck. See, it's because when you went to the ER, your luck was concentrated on keeping you alive.
Yeah,
man. And now you're still recovering from that,
Yeah.
See, it's not a bad thing. Your luck is just, focusing on life.
Yeah. So basically think of your luck as life support, right? I guess. That's...
Yeah.
We still have the sexy music here?
Can we switch up the whole birthday?
Huh?
Like ritual instead of me dishing out beatdowns.
Well, I don't mind. I haven't had a beatdown from you in a while.
It's funny because like the last several, I think all of them, since Freak's birthday, have been people who have volunteered to play against you. Like, as part of my birthday request, I want to play against this.
Yes,
I want to play against the custodian. I want to play against.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as part of your birthday or whose ever birthday, I want my ass beat. Can you do that for me?
I think those have all been asked for. So, whoever, I think it's Freak's birthday next. Freak, don't ask for a butt whooping.
I do. I want one.
I said don't ask for one.
I already did. I told him I wanted it.
Around, we get there, Ben's on the table. Spank me, daddy. It's like, I thought we were playing tabletop game.
Oh, what's going to be on the top of the table? All right.
He said, "Oh, that kind of butt."
Zips up his pants.
What is happening right now? Oh god. So yeah, that's a thing.
So we got a little off topic there, but back to our topic.
Shall I go to the article?
Yeah, let's go to the article.
Cool. Give me a second.
We'll kick it off.
All right.
Archer said, "Yeah, beat that ass."
All right. Where I be? Article.
If my luck is my lifeline, I need to start working on a will now.
Oh man.
No.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Does Freak do birthday dances? My birthday's in June. I'm expecting a great dance.
Who said that?
Who took my dice?
Oh yeah, my birthday's in June as well. Yep. I am definitely one of those wacky Geminis. June 18th, baby. June 18th. All right.
Gemini explains so many things.
Hey, you shut up. Okay. All right, here we go. Let me get to the reading. Is that music too loud for you guys? I feel like it might be a little loud. Let me bring it down a little bit. There we go. Okay. All right, here we go. What do you think? It's too loud? Music's too loud?
Yeah, it's a little loud. Okay,
I dropped it. All right, here goes, ladies and gentlemen. Dun, dun, dun. Pricing update. I'm going to read it for you guys. We're sure it hasn't escaped your notice that a lot of things are more expensive than they used to be. Food, materials, transport, essentials, and luxuries alike. Stuff costs more to make and more to move, and Warhammer is not immune to these changes. This means that from the 6th March, we'll be increasing some prices. And everyone says, yay. The average change for plastic kits is about 6%. As an example of what you can expect, a Battle Sister squad goes up $1.50 from $36 to $37.50. We understand that no one likes a price rise. Oh, you think? We've done our best to keep prices down on some of your hobby essentials, and we're giving you a heads up now so that you have plenty of time to take advantage of current prices. What is changing? Here, you guys, hang on to your britches. Plastic miniatures, Forge World and Citadel resin miniatures, standard and artificer Citadel brushes, spray paints. What is not changing? Oh, whoa, starter sets, paint sets, paint pots, Citadel tools, codices, rule books, and battle tomes, synthetic STC brushes. So here's the thing. When I read this, I was reading it on my phone, and I was seeing everything. I was seeing the parts that it said was not changing to, and I was thinking that was going to change. So really, that is the only thing that's changing is just the plastic minis and the Forge World resin stuff and some of the brushes and spray paint. But the paints and everything in the starter sets are still going to be the same. I wonder why they're doing that, though. Would not that be... I guess because they probably have a lot of money into that. They probably have a high markup already on those starter sets that they can absorb some of that.
And, starter sets are meant to be a discounted set anyways.
Right.
And so they probably already have a certain amount written off.
Sure.
That they're giving up on profit anyways for those.
Right. I mean, if you consider the fact that they probably have... I'm sure they have a markup of some sort, but in either case, that's where they're trying to really. That's like the crack, right? They're trying to get everybody, enticed. But Archer says those starter sets include the combat patrols, and it's because they have a significant amount of those items. This is true. They make a lot of them, and they have to push them out as fast as they freaking can, so they're not having them sitting around and be stagnant. So, yep, true.
And to be clear, the fact that they're citing the inflation, I mean, it is an understandable source of increase. I mean, I think we've all seen, the price of our grocery bill skyrocket, in the last few months. And I was just walking through the grocery store with my wife the other day, and when we were counting out, we had a $100 budget for that particular trip, and I was like, man, the car sure seems a lot emptier for $100 of groceries than it used to be.
Dude, I know. It's ridiculous, man. Including like, of course, price of eggs, but like produce. Good God, man. It's ridiculous.
And really any kind of meat.
No, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but it really hasn't affected me that much because I'm only buying for me.
That's fair.
Yeah, that makes sense. So going back to the real world,
you're like, you don't count. It's like your opinions don't matter.
What? I didn't say.
He's just saying that apparently the bachelor life doesn't count as your life.
Oh, God. Yeah. I keep forgetting to turn it off. Damn it. There we go.
Yeah, he's pretty much saying, just go back to the basement.
Good night, Steve, my brother.
Good night, buddy.
Fish says, to be fair, the UK has a national inflation of 10%, so 6 for 10 is technically a good deal.
Yeah, I can see that. So, and again, I misread that because, see, it doesn't... So, let me see. So, they're saying that the increase...
Methos, sorry to interrupt you.
Go ahead,
Do
man.
you want this?
I'm sorry, let me switch to the other screen.
Or
yeah.
Do you want this?
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett, yeah. I mean, if Freak doesn't want it, that is.
Oh, man, you're good.
Oh, man, I loved the Book of Mandalore. Book of Boba Fett, I mean.
Oh, yeah, that's such a good show. So the average change for plastic kits is about 6%. So it's not too bad.
Now they said only like it sounded like only what, a buck or so change for a box of Sisters of Battle.
Yeah, they're saying okay, this is of course in pounds, right? So it's going to go up, like a Battle Sister squad is going to go up $1.50 or £1.50.
Okay.
The dollars here.
Yeah, so it's going to be higher here. Of course, our inflation is going to be a little higher, so I think our exchange rate is going to be a bit high. Let me see something here. Dollar versus
So it sounds like,
pound.
yeah, it sounds like on a $30 kit or a change of just like, you know what, $4 there, which doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah. So you're looking at roughly, how much is a pound for US dollar? Yeah, it's 1.21. So one. Okay. Actually, it's actually lower, huh? So the pound is 0.83 to $1. So
Yeah, it's, I mean,
yeah, it's pretty
just doing rough
close.
math, you just basically double what it is for the dollar.
Atlas, he says, "I is broke. Good night, Dice brother." Good night, bro. Have a good night, man.
And I feel that,
Oh,
brother.
yeah.
Of course. He's broke now, but he has recently assembled 50 new Kriegsmen and picked up some Sisters of Battle to start a new army. So, you know.
Very nice.
But also, kind of brings us back to the same subject, though. He started all that with back to the 3D printing culture, and
Yep.
I definitely think, like 3D printing as a culture has been getting big lately, of course. And I think, another price increase, especially during this time of inflation where, a lot of us are paying more than we're used to for basics. I think it's definitely going to bring people push them a little further into the arms of the 3D printing market. And I got to say, not only 3D printing, there's alternative minis out there, right? But I think between alternative minis, like most of my infantry for my guardsmen are from Atlantic War Games, a third-party company. A lot of my conversion bits for my army are from Spellcrow, a third-party conversion bits place. And then the rest, almost all of my guard army is
$135.
3D printed.
Yeah, Atlas was just saying the whole Etsy full Krieg army is
I'll buy it.
$135.
Stop buying stuff.
Oh, that's what he had ordered before you and he
okay.
talked.
Yeah. No, you're right, Methos. I mean, and because it's now it's available now, right? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you can go to Etsy or some of these other places, and yeah, you can find some pretty good alternatives. And like, okay, there it is. Oni says, hey, stop buying shit. Boom.
Yeah.
Get it printed.
Get it?
So let me ask you something. Do you think that this is going to drive more people to printing? I mean, do you think this is the push, right? I mean, people are already doing it. Tell me about it. Tell me why you don't think, why you don't think that.
I mean, they've been saying that since last year, and it's not really pushing them to it.
You think that there's not that this is still a low percentage of people turning to printing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think every time this happens, there'll be a few more,
Right.
there'll be a few more percentages of the masses who turn
So, I
towards it.
mean, people will bitch and whine about the price increase,
Mhm.
but guess what they'll still do?
Go buy it. Yep.
Yeah.
I think part of it is the learning curve. I mean, here's the thing. I will be honest though. There's more and more people that I know that never dealt with 3D printing that are now doing it. You know, and they're doing it more often. I don't know. This particular price increase could be the one thing that might have, you know, I don't think it's going to push everybody over the edge, but I do think that it's a good possibility it's going to be pushing a little further towards the printing, you know, market, or the printed market, you know, like Etsy and all these other places, you know, Spellcrow or whatever. You know, I think it is possible. Where the Atlas says same thing on the GW store would cost more than 500. Oh, for the full
The Krieg Army.
Krieg Army, yeah. Oh, good lord. He goes, yeah, I bought all this before my birthday. Woo. Man. So, you know, so there's an example for you, you know, that somebody's going to look for an alternative versus actually going to the source, right?
I know one person who's decided to take this opportunity to spring into the 3D printing market. A little minor announcement. My favorite local resin crack dealer, and the man who is formerly the show's sponsor with his resin crack goodness,
And your nephew.
my nephew, is going to be hooking me up with one of his smaller printers because he's getting an upgrade. And he's selling off a couple of his 3D printers. And so I'm getting the hookup, and I will finally be getting over my fear of technology and cracking into the 3D printing market myself.
Very nice. And I'll be getting the larger one, so now I can actually start working on some of those big projects.
Like what?
Well,
There it is.
we was talking about the the Dorn,
The
big
Dorn?
the big Dorn. I try to fit the hull, just the hull, on my build plate. Man, it's like a quarter of each side of the hull was just spilling over the build plate. That's how large that bad boy is. So I'm
You
like,
think
nah.
Dorn got told that a lot?
Yeah, I'm sure. You're kind of chunky. What? I mean, you're big boned? I don't know. I wouldn't want to get a big, you know, kick in the face by Dorn. I'm just saying.
Yes, that's what I was referring to.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Oh, I forgot for a second there. This is a family-friendly show.
Yes, it's friendly of families. So anyway, but yeah, I can't wait. So,
I has an excite.
me too.
I cannot wait to get a Dorn.
So, yeah.
I mean, I'm not getting an upgrade. I already have it. I already got the printer today.
Oh yeah, I got it today. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm upgraded now, bitch. Get it right.
He's already printing.
yeah,
He's already
exactly.
started printing.
I already finished printing something with it.
That's awesome.
Jeez. I don't know, chat. What do you think? I mean, is that something that you guys would move towards? Would
Hey.
you consider that?
Hey, put up a poll.
Yeah, you know what? That's a goal. That's a good idea. I'll put up a poll. Not a dance
How-
poll. Those are different.
How
Okay, let's
likely
see.
are you to 3D print now?
Let's see. Sign in.
You know, it's so funny because 3D print culture has gotten so normalized. Remember when, you know, all this first came about and people were like, would you 3D print for the hobby? And people would just say in hushed tones, I would only 3D print something that, you know, is no longer available no longer available for purchase and stuff
Right.
like that. And now, I mean, it's a It's a part. It's a
You
part.
know,
It's so funny. It's part of the hobby culture. Alternative sculpts and all that stuff. It's very
Well, casual
normalized
culture.
now.
Let's see.
Casual culture, not like tournaments, because they don't really allow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even then, non-official GW tournaments now are starting to allow 3D prints. So if you go to non-GW official tournaments, there are plenty of tournaments now that will play with your 3D prints, and that's something that wouldn't happen before either. So yeah, it is definitely becoming more and more prominent.
Like I said last year when they did the price increase, Warhammer's not the only tabletop game out there.
That is true.
Like Infinity,
I mean,
better looking sculpts. Although they are made out of metal.
they are made out of metal, and it's easier to focus when you're only doing one model at a time.
Yeah.
It's a much smaller scale game.
And cheaper.
Well, it's cheaper
it's
because you're only playing with 6 figures at a time, though.
Not really.
It's a skirmish game.
The most you can have is like 20 models. In your
But build.
yeah.
As
And, like,
I
your-
understand it, though,
your
that
kill
is
team.
considered a mega size game, though. That's like our Apocalypse game. In general, it is a definitely smaller scale game.
No, it's like a normal. It just depends on the faction. Because each faction, so there's Alef, Nomad.
Don't get me wrong, though. I definitely agree that the
012.
figures look amazing.
Eugen, Hockey Slam.
All right, here he goes. Polls going up.
There's 8 different like major factions, and each of those major factions they have sub factions, and like each one specializes in different things, and their points costs are different. So you can play the same like main faction, but different sub factions that have different size. Like I guess be like a kill team, I guess. But yeah, a lot more detailed, cheaper, and they're 35 millimeter scaled.
Yeah, they are a little bit bigger. I'm saying yes to plastic and resin elsewhere, but for me, it's a bit of both. Like, I'm still going to buy GW stuff, and I love GW games.
Yeah.
And so I will definitely be sticking with rule books and codices and stuff like that.
Sure.
But yeah, I'm definitely going to be. It's like GW plus for me. Like,
Right.
I'll still be doing GW stuff, but also, hey, check out this print I got. You know.
Yeah, I don't really care. I mean, especially with like the economy and stuff, how it's going.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bound to happen.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
No point in like crying about it.
for sure. And like I
No.
said, it is like I said with everything being inflated right now. It is an understandable time, but also it just happens to coincide with hey, it's a good time for me to look into 3D printing.
I mean,
That's all I'm
consider,
saying.
yeah, everybody's in a different place financially, right? I mean, not everybody can afford, everybody's in a different spot. So, I mean, I think those that are kind of in your position only, won't have any issue. That was like, hey, no, this really doesn't affect me as much. Yeah, it's a little bit, but it's not a showstopper, right? And then the others, they'll be like, whoa, this might be probably a little more than I can handle. And do like what we'll do, we'll supplement. That's what I call it, more of a supplementing than it is, Because I'm like Methos. I'm not going to completely do away. I'm not going to not buy any more GW. like you said, we still need the rules. We still need some of the codices and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't make any sense to just say, yeah, forget all that. Doesn't work that way.
And to Oni's point, like, if these GW prices are getting you down, not only is alternative companies and alternative sculpts like 3D printed sculpts, a good option, but this might be a good time to stretch your legs and see if there is something else you like.
True.
Like I mentioned, I wanted to try some Crisis Protocol soon, or I want to try some Legion soon. But also, he brought up and something in Gamecraft Dragon mentioned it too. There's some interest in the cool new, if you're into the more fantasy instead of sci-fi side of things, there's some cool sculpts from Parabellum Miniatures for a new game called Conquest, which look really cool.
Actually, that game's been out for for years. It's not really new. Well, the new edition.
New edition, right. Yeah, there's a new starter set and all that going up on pre-order.
Yeah, which, I've played it. It's a lot more balanced than Age of Sigmar.
That's cool.
And it's only one rule book. You can get the rules online.
Very nice.
It's an interesting concept too. Like your dice, you don't go by the highest dice roll. It's the lowest.
Oh, well, nah, I'll be doing really well.
There, freak.
Yeah.
Watch you start playing it, you start rolling high.
Son of a bitch, another 6.
Yeah, there's options. You don't have to just do GW.
Yeah, I have to say, it is my favorite, and I love the aesthetic of being able to see things like dreadnoughts and tanks on the battlefield, and I feel like they do large scale, so far of what I've seen of other games the best. And I've played a couple of other games, and so far for myself, none have quite lived up. And this, maybe it's just me being a little bit of a GW fanboy, but none have held up to the same feeling I get from GW games so far.
That's why you need to get in a Legion.
And don't get me wrong, I definitely really want to try it. And if the vehicles and tanks and whatnot give me the same feeling as, seeing a Lehman Russ or a Dread on the table, I'll be all for it. But like I said, this year I want to try it for sure. Superfly checking in. The boys are back. Big loves, my brother.
Superfly, we're doing a poll. We're discussing about the GW price increases and whether they're going to drive you to purchase minis from outside GW, such as Etsy, or even moving towards like a 3D printing. Let us know, man. Just hit one of your, just vote and let us know what you think. Yes, buying plastic elsewhere, or no, I'm loyal to GW. I'll stay.
I was telling him how pretty much all of my Imperial Guard are, third party, between 3D prints from Etsy, outside companies like Atlantic War Games. Yeah, pretty much my entire Guard army is all third party.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm loving it. Now, don't get me wrong.
Okay, sorry.
Don't get me wrong. There's some things.
Sorry, I said I'm sorry.
There's some things that, I will still get. Like the new Lord Solar looks amazing. I've definitely put that on my wish list. And I think if I didn't have a brother hooking me up with a Rogel Dorn that he was going to print, I probably would have sprung for it by now. But yeah, so there are still some things I would definitely get, from the source. And there'll always be the books and rules because I love the game. But yeah, I mean, I've definitely become a big fan of painting and playing third-party pieces.
Nice.
I think, we mentioned how, someone in Oni's financial situation will come out of this price hike a little better than most. I definitely want to take a second and, tell our community here how much, we really appreciate all the support they've given us over the years.
Oh, hell yeah.
If we think about it, like, you haven't had to pay for a codex this whole edition. And the channel, I think, got your Sigmar army. I got you the Space Marines start collecting and the Orcs start collecting. Like, there haven't really had to be any really big GW purchases in the last year. Luckily, we've had a lot of our 9th edition stuff on the hookup.
Right.
So, kind of blessed. So, a really big thanks to our community who's been, such amazing stalwart support for us.
A lot of people talking about the whole printer thing.
Mini War Metal. Oh, yeah. Superfly moving towards 3D printing.
Yeah.
Found out I'm getting a small 3D printer, Superfly. So I'm pretty stoked. I'm getting the hookup from Brother Oni here. I just have to do him some favors. Does anyone have any scope?
I'll bring it. Atlas says 100%. I just got to wait until Oni buys another new printer. Yep. Brother Fish says, I'm a firm believer, though, that if you 3D print and don't make it WYSIWYG, you're a monster. LOL. You're a monster.
It's like, you can print the right loadout for that. Why wouldn't you?
Right? Atlas says, plus printing other video game props would be a dream come true. Subnautica, Skyrim, Fallout, and Legend of Zelda.
Oh, man, you guys should see this guy's game room. There's so many cool video game props in this guy's studio. It's awesome.
So I started playing Subnautica, but it's Sub-Zero. And that's actually a pretty fun game. They've done a lot of really cool stuff. I really wish that game was multiplayer, though.
That's cool. Lots of I've seen lots of YouTubing legends really get into Subnautica. Markiplier, Jackie Boy. By the way, so I love Jacksepticeye's coffee, top of the morning. And he started with a dark roast called the Midnight Oil. And he has since then created a light roast and a medium roast. And I saw a review that he did that he, typed up and published an article on. And he said that somebody had asked him which of his coffees was his favorite. And he said after some drinking and deliberating.
I don't drink that shit. Oh, sorry.
He actually says now, unless he's, at a restaurant or something like that, or over at someone's house, he doesn't really drink other coffees anymore. He just, not because he's being a snob, but because, he's put so much into his brand, he could just drink what he wants,
Oh, yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
But he said after deliberating, he said he thinks, his favorites kind of change with his mood and whatnot, but at the moment, his favorite was Morning Glory. He's been feeling the lighter roast and the greater caffeine buzz from Morning Glory lately. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try a little Morning Glory. If it's Jack's favorite right now, and of course, like his opinion does change, but if it's his favorite right now, it's worth the recommendation. So, yeah, I wasn't a fan. It's a bit sour's not the right word. I think a little fruity, maybe a little citrusy. And I've had coffees with a little bit of that like fruity note before, But and I think they're better for people who drink like dressed up coffee, since I like mine typically black.
Yeah.
It's just a little too much acidity.
I think those are just old beans. I mean, I've dealt with that kind of stuff too.
But this wasn't like sour.
It wasn't bitter. That's sort of bitter kind of.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't bitter at all. It wasn't burnt. It was just. It was like a background fruitiness in my palate. But it's like, for me, I don't care for those because like you get the dark taste of coffee and then a little bit of brightness at the back, and they don't mix well for me.
No.
I know a lot of people who do like that kind of light and fruitiness in their coffee, and I know it's a more common amongst people who are fans of like really bougie espressos and stuff like that. Like I detect a hint of such and such fruits and. And
though you'll notice though that's a different roast though. His espresso is kind of gives it more of almost like a chocolatey kind of.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, I know some people like that kind of thing.
Sure.
It's not my kind of thing. And so, while I respect his choice for his favorite blend, I'm glad to have tried it. And I'm like, I got to sample Jack's favorite coffee.
Have you tried Bustelo yet?
Cafe Bustelo?
Yeah.
And I try it like every time I'm at your house.
Oh, this is true.
Yeah. But also, I used to, before I got into Jacksepticeye, I used to keep it around the house pretty religiously. In fact,
oh yeah, that's good.
I think that's one of the first ones I served you in the French press.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's really good. All right, let's take a look at the poll real quick and see where we're at. So far, we got 9 people. 9 votes saying we'll wait, let me see. Let me look at the I have to look at the other site here. Where are you? Okay, here we are. So yeah, 89% saying yes, buying plastic elsewhere. Let's see. Go to channel. I'm in the channel. How are you going to do this?
I don't know how to answer that poll, so I just did buy plastic elsewhere, but I'm still going to be buying plastic from GW.
I think that's fair. Yeah, I did it too.
Like tomorrow.
There it is. Okay, there.
My wallet's going to hate me tomorrow.
Just make sure no drinking,
No, there's no drinking involved.
No, he's buying the whole line willingly.
Not the whole. I mean, just one of each.
Sorry, guys.
Favors? What now? Yeah, I have to do favors for Oni, for the 3D printer he's hooking me up with. No questions. No questions. No questions at this time.
Nope.
That double twist.
That gawk double twist, baby.
So far, we've got 9 votes. 89% of you said yes, you're buying plastic elsewhere. 11% of you say no, I'm loyal to GW. I'll stay.
Hey, and that is
good,
perfectly.
Baby. It's all good.
Perfectly valid.
Not mad at all.
Just
if you
because.
If you haven't voted, guys, please drop a vote real quick, please. Please.
Just because I'm a little bit of a hobby slut, and I'll get it anywhere. No shade on those who are loyal. But I'm getting mine.
Oh, hell yeah. That's
my 3D printer. I'm getting mine. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What were we talking about again?
I don't know.
Talk about
got a little awkward there.
Getting yours any way possible.
That's right, baby.
I mean, he did say, if I were to do this, would I get a discount?
I heard things.
Mini warm up, priming tons of minis. What you priming, baby? What you priming? Some Zombicide figures? Some of the Wild West minis? What you got? What you got for a poke chop?
Oh, chop.
Oh, so I finished putting boba together.
Voice.
Very nice.
So now I moved on to Methos.
Morathi? Damn. You doing Morathi now?
Oh, baby!
I'm putting Marathi together.
Morathi?
I got to do a Marathi one day.
Oh, man.
Damn it.
I want to try to put this guy together. Yeah. You want to take a guess?
It's blurry.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that the Ghost Rider?
Yeah. Yeah. Vaughn is sitting here is like, oh, man.
Marine, good to see you, my friend. Atlas says, hey, big boy. Print here often? That's right, baby. I'm getting mine.
Do I need to clean these Methos? Or wash these?
Anytime I get in resin
Looks
miniatures
like-
from a company,
yeah, I'm gonna wash it.
I always do, just because
Yeah.
there's no telling what they did.
Yeah, I'll have another bout of my stuff peeling off again. Like, no!
That was funny.
And that one's
No,
from,
It was not. It's
Funny for me, not for you.
Oh, that's true.
for those who don't know, Freak's gift for Christmas from me was the Ghost Rider orc from Hardcore Miniatures.
That's what it looks like. Let me see if it'll. Yeah, look, there you go. What it looks like.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen that one. I've been to their website. I like the
Yeah,
Terminator one.
Terminator one's awesome too. I like the big mech that's in the Hulkbuster armor.
Is that a new one?
No, that's one of their lineups from around the same time they did the Ghost Rider orc. But he's in like this Iron Man Hulkbuster armor. And yeah, they have such some cool miniatures. Zombicide minis, Vikings, Saxons, Celts, American Civil War minis, Grots, Orcs, and Romans. Getting ready for a
Yeah.
possible paint challenge in April.
Well,
Man,
dang.
that's a lot.
Who's doing that? Mini Warmud? Oh, dang.
Yeah. He has cranked out some serious minis this year.
On him, man. Oh, good for you. Oh, that's gonna go there.
Fish loves hardcore miniatures. They have some badass stuff. Man, okay, so basically I did this file away thing in my brain last year because we were doing like art of the week on like in like February or something like that. And Freak said on the show, as soon as we showed off that miniature during art of the week, he said, "What is that model? Look at that.
Dude,
That's some Ghost Rider shit." He said,
Freaking
"I've got to paint one of those."
dude.
And I filed that away all year.
He's been telling us, like, it's something that you'd want, something you said you really, really wanted. I was like, oh God, what was that? I completely forgot. Man, as soon as I saw, like, oh my God, that's it. Let's see.
First resin I ever got was the Lobo mini for a War Boss because my buddy wanted to play Commander Kill Team back in 2019. Nice. Lobo. That's awesome. All right.
All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and close the poll. If anybody has not voted on the poll, Will GW price increases drive you to purchase minis from outside GW or perhaps turn to 3D printing? Yes, buying a plastic elsewhere, or no, I'm loyal to GW, I'll stay. If you haven't voted, man, please vote now. I'm going to go ahead and close this poll here in just a minute.
My hobby motto has always been get in where you can fit in. And, you know, sometimes there are just some places my hobby wallet won't fit. But then I can see I can get a character on Etsy for like $7. Oh, yeah, I'm back in the game, baby.
Wish you would stop that.
Saying baby.
No.
Getting things on Etsy. And sometimes I feel like I overwork you guys with all my print requests. I don't think Freak's printed anything for himself since 1942.
Right, because that's when printers were around. All right, guys, here it is. Final poll. 90% says yes, buying plastic elsewhere. 9% says no, I'm loyal to GW, I'll stay. That's with 11 votes. Thanks, guys, for voting. Appreciate you.
Thanks, guys. GW will always get my hobby dollars, just not for everything.
Yeah, that's fair. Very, very fair. Same. Because they do have things that I want. And there's times when, you know, I can substitute some things, right? So
For sure.
yeah.
I'll tell you another thing that I've been doing is a lot of hybrid building. For instance, on one of my pork chop things this week, I had, because resin is a lot more brittle than GW plastic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I had, you know, I've had these, look, see, now it's doing it. Now it's showing the miniature. When I tried to show the little Neko girls earlier, it wouldn't do it. Anyways, so I had this sergeant here that I bought. Most of my infantry is from Dreamforge miniatures, but I wanted my sergeants to stand out a little differently. And so, you know, I had these sergeants I picked up from Etsy, and they're resin, and they've got plasma pistols, and they had swords. Now, swords in resin are usually...
No, those are horrible.
Yeah, because they're thin and flexible, and on a resin miniature will snap easily because resin is typically not meant. Now, there are certain resin mixtures, and I've seen all kinds of chemists, and if you go to like 3D printing discords where they're like, oh, I mixed like 30% of this resin and 70% of this resin, and you know, they're like, this will give you strong and flexible swords and whatnot, and that's all way above my head for sure. I've not even got mine yet. So anyways, so the inevitable happened, and I think out of the 5 sergeants I bought, 2 or 3 of the swords have snapped off already. Ooh. And so you guys know some of you know I recently for Christmas picked up a boatload of Imperial Scions, and so they've been doing a lot of stuff lately where, like, this week, you know, this is a resin miniature, but I've cut off this dude at the elbow and put on an Imperial Scion plastic chainsword, and the chainsword looks good. It's highly detailed, and you know, it's strong because I pinned it where the elbow is, and so the forearm goes straight into like the bicep area. It's a nice strong pinning, and it's plastic, so it's very little chance that this is ever going to snap off again. And it's good. It fits. Actually, it looks like it was meant to be the model, which a good kit bash always looks like it's supposed to be intended as the model, you know. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of hybrid lately where I'll take, you know, a resin miniature and some GW bits and, you know, spice things up. Or sometimes I'll take a GW miniature and some resin bits and spice things up. So I've been doing some spicy. Guys, it's so spicy. I'll join Bubba. If it plays, it's on the table. Like the 7-Up drop pod, baby. Oh, I think, yeah, so it's okay. So our poll only adds up to 99%. So Atlas says the other 1% say F this game altogether.
Right. F this game or F this channel. I mean, it could be either way.
Well, I mean, we often get that request all the time at work, but
Yeah.
it is our, at Chippendales, it's our policy that there's no sex in the champagne room. Okay,
True
everybody
that.
say it with me.
Yep.
Now
No
you say it.
sex in the champagne room.
Yep. Yep.
Now you say it.
Hell, I mean,
At least if as long as you're not a cop, are you?
So I shouldn't have done all those things with those old ladies.
What?
Nothing.
Man. Here come more therapy sessions.
I just don't want any more letters. Dear Frost and Fist, our inheritance has been squandered completely on you guys. That would be pretty messed up.
If it's the channel, then I'm gonna have to visit someone and change their minds all together. I can just see Hellchild now. So you're gonna go back and subscribe, right?
I mean, here's the thing. The way I see it is, they're going to lose their money one way or another. They're going to go to the casino, or they're going to come Chippendales to watch us. I figured, you know what? Why not just give us the money, right?
And if you're here for the gambling, it's kind of a gamble when you come to our shows, anyways.
Yeah, this is true. You never know if you
Especially,
get
you never know if it's been nacho cheese night or not.
that. Oh, and trust me, it's a hell of a gamble when then Brother Oni gambles with anything with milk, anything with cheese, anything with lactose. Ugh. Oh, you know, I still remember what that tasted like.
Shouldn't talk shit about the.
I said I was sorry. I apologize.
What is the line? What movie is that? Where
You know,
know
my vision hasn't been right since.
Good.
I can't remember what movie it was, where somebody was like, "I said I was sorry," and it's like an action movie, and I can almost see it, but it's like, "I know you're sorry, and now you'll pay." It's like one of those kind of lines.
Man, that sounds about right. Made me pay.
This is green.
I said I was sorry. Outside looking in, I watched that exchange go down, and I just saw Oni's face freeze, like the "is he for real" face before he said anything. And me, I have typically two reactions when there's a socially uncomfortable situation. It's either I step back and say nothing, or I laugh and call it out. Oh yeah,
You laughed and called it out.
yeah, I did. Yeah.
I was watching Freak look at this mini. I was watching your face, Freak oblivious, watching your face. I could not call it out. I was dying laughing.
By the way, Methos is messy as hell, y'all. I'm just saying.
What?
He is.
He is for
What?
real, man.
Then I tried to bring the phone out. Freak didn't like that.
You put your damn phone away.
I yelled at it. I was kind of sounded like, no, you put that thing right back where you found it.
You pull that thing out, I'm gonna eat it. Oh man, good times.
That was a fun night.
It was a lot of fun.
Also, I think it's the hardest I've seen Atlas laugh in a long time. Therapy costs money, old lady. Get back in line.
Where'd you order this Methos from?
Hardcore miniatures.
Hardcore miniatures. I need to see
Yeah, they have like a whole line.
Yeah, they got cool stuff.
They have a blade orc.
Oh yeah. Like, unfortunately, they have so many cool things that fit in the HQ section, and I would honestly have so many more of their sculpts, except in an orc. Well, I mean, just like any other army, in an orc list, the HQ slot is like the first thing to fill up, and you're just like, oh man, I want all these miniature. Like, it's great for people who hobby more than they play. But if you're buying for the game, it's just like, I want the Iron Man sculpt, and I want the Lobo sculpt, and I want the Thor sculpt, and the Blade sculpt. And it's like, but what would they all do in my army? I mean, there's like 6 war bosses here and 3 Big Macs. Like, there's no way I'd ever take all that.
Ah, damn. She a big girl.
All right. Layer number 2, glazing the legs and arms on these ladies.
See, looking at Marathi on the sprue, it doesn't look that big. But once you put it together, she a big girl.
She's such a gorgeous lady. I gotta paint one up sometime.
She a big girl.
I like them. Just like when I'm sending you Instagram messages at 2 a.m.
This mother trucker sends me a video, 3 of them, like at 11:30 at night. And I'm like, who is this sending me freaking messages this late? And I was like, oh, hello.
Man, I that's why I silence my phone, in the middle of the night, because, oh man.
This ain't why, trust me. These are some of the buff ones that you don't want to see.
Yeah, the ones that you don't like.
Oh, those? Oh, yeah. You can spare me those.
Meanwhile, I was like, hello.
Also,
I just cannot get into that.
Also, I've just had to slow down on sending stuff like that to Freak in general, because once he was like, dude, my phone was literally right in front of Mrs. Freak. Oh, sorry about that.
Like, why? And he's cracking up laughing. Like, you idiot.
Yeah, and that was another time when I responded to that by laughing. He's like, you so messy. I saw a few more that I was started to send you last night just because I happened to see them and the share button was right there. And then I was like, oh, he's got his big test tomorrow. I probably should.
Okay.
See? Methos has self-control sometimes.
Watch tonight. Beep, 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 beep,
Yeah,
beep,
beep,
beep. Just catching up from the day you missed.
All his Mad Max sculpts are amazing. Nice. I don't think I saw the original Mad Max as a kid, and I absolutely don't remember any of it. And I never saw any of the new Mad Max stuff. And so Like I looked at his Mad Max stuff and I was like, oh, those are cool, and I just didn't have any appreciation for it because, it went over my head kind of thing. So, my hobby stuff this week is I did the leggings on 34 of these kitty girls. I did the skin, which is mostly like one leg and the arms and the faces of 34 kitty girls. Most of these took, but it was work. Anytime you work on skin, you want to go even thinner coats than you normally do. And so I think it was 2 layers for the base coats on the skin. And then I did a blush colored wash on the skin. All again on all 34 girls. And so this was really kind of a slog this week, but I feel like I got a lot done. I did the red hoses on all of the guns for 34 girls. So a lot of chipping away at it this week.
Very nice. Been busy.
Some of it while watching some TV with the missus. Some of it just between games and stuff, and then some of it just at night before bed, just hanging over here. There's also been some of it during conference calls, but like sometimes, like I'll put on a game like Overwatch or something like that, and I'll paint, a little bit between rounds, or like I put on Gen Zero the other night, and.
Hey, you missed the hobby hangout because of that.
I didn't realize Freak put up the link. I was like, yeah, he hasn't messaged yet. And I went and looked back. I was like, oh shit. To be fair though, 6:30 is you like way earlier than usual. I was
Yeah.
not.
I was studying.
So I didn't even realize. So that was my bad, but I didn't notice it.
I wasn't feeling great, so we wound up playing Gen Zero.
But there's sometimes where I'll put on Gen Zero, and then instead of playing, like, oh yeah, it takes my computer a minute to set up and log in and all that stuff, and I'll do a little painting, and then, like an hour later, the opening screen and opening theme's just been running, and I'm like, oh yeah, I was supposed to play this. Also, I've been listening to a lot more Gaunt's Ghosts, which is pretty cool. I'm on the 2nd book of Gaunt's Ghosts, and it kind of reads like an anthology. Like, it's a bunch of short stories of different missions and stuff like that the Tanith First and Only are on. And, like, the books are called the Gaunt's Ghost books, but Gaunt's really only a part of the story. It's more about his regiment, the Tanith First and Only, and it's very cool. Like, like there'll be a few chapters devoted to Larkin, the sniper, the head sniper of the group, and a few chapters devoted to McCall, the head scout of the group, and the guy is largely considered to be mostly invisible by all stealthing standards and stuff like that. And yeah, just a bunch of really cool stuff. There's some about the adjutant, Milo, and yeah, it's just like different chapters devoted to different people. The only thing, and I hate, like lots of Warhammer books are bad about this, but the time jumping confuses me when stuff is taking place, and they timestamp it with planets, and they're like, it's been 6 months since what happened on such and such planet, and I'm like, all of these are made up names. I don't remember
I do struggle with that jumping around. It's honestly the Horus Heresy. The very first couple books were the only ones that I really felt like I was. At first, it was kind of like, oh God, but it wasn't nowhere near as bad as the newer ones. It's like, oh man, there's so much. I don't know how to follow it.
Try again, Bragg. He's another lovable character, and you know he puts out the presence of being a slow and somewhat dull ox, but he just speaks slow. He actually has a sharp mind, and they dove into that, and turns out the guy is actually like a big, most of the time gentle giant until he gets into a combat situation. So a lot of times people act afraid of him for no reason. But like when he does get into combat, though, man, the man can explode someone's head with a punch. They described the way a cultist's head blew apart when he punched him in the face as the same as if it had been hit by a bolt round. I was like, holy shit.
Damn.
I can do that too.
Yeah, I mean, it's because you got the big flex, brother.
No, I'm talking about my farts, you know?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I felt like I got punched in the face. Yeah.
Fish. All right, wifey's home, so time for some more Last of Us. Much love, everyone. Oh, man, I need to watch that.
Oh, I finished the last episode before the. Yeah, it was only 5 episodes that they had so far.
I hear it's so
That was
true
4.
to. I hear it's so true to the game.
Oh,
Yeah, episode 5's coming. Yeah.
yeah. So
5 is coming out this Friday, this Sunday.
no, I watched 5, didn't I? Well, I don't know. I'll have to look and see. But yeah, I mean, dude, it is so they did. Okay, one of the things that I'm not going to spoil it for you, but one of the things that they're doing is humanizing the bad guys, which is really interesting. But we'll say, you know how like in a game, you know, Joel pushes Ellie through the holes, right? Helps her get through. Dude, they do that in the show. It's like, wow, okay. So they really try to keep it as close to the game as possible. So pretty damn cool.
So beyond good. 5 is today because Sunday is Super Bowl.
Yeah, it has been really good. I was disappointed. I was like, oh wait, there aren't any more yet. Oh damn it.
Man, I used to, even though I don't do sports, I used to love Super Bowl Sunday because McDonald's used to have a tradition for several Super Bowls where you could get it was like 50 chicken nuggets for $20.
Oh, the 50 McNugget bucket.
Yeah. 50 chicken nugget time, 50 chicken nugget. Man, we used to have LAN parties for that. Oh, it used to be such a good weekend. We had an all Halo weekend, one Super Bowl. That was great. There were some other LAN parties too, but sorry, I remember the Halo one. Oh, there was a World of Warcraft one we did because a new expansion had come out. Good stuff. Good stuff.
I'll be honest with you, man. Since I watched that the movie, I've kind of had a hankering for WoW.
Yeah.
It's like, gosh, this is so good. I want to play it again.
No, that's another thing we did during our little Christmas hangout. Freak finally saw it. He now knows. I don't know if he agrees.
He knows.
But he now knows why I thirst trap for female orcs now.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing for him.
Garona is a lovely lady.
Yeah, she's okay.
Paula Patton, baby. Paula Patton. You know, I'd only heard Paula Patton's name in connection to Robin Thicke before. Had no idea who she was, but then once the Warcraft movie came out, I was like, oh, now I know who she is. He played a great Garona.
Oh, Corona. Okay. Luckily, they got instructions on the website.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, is that why you're asking who made that?
Yeah, because I needed to find out. And they actually have step by step.
I really appreciate it when companies do that. I had to do the same thing for my Atlantic War Games miniatures.
Yeah.
They didn't have any instructions in the box, but they had them on the site.
Yeah, they've got them really nicely here, man. Like, damn, so cool. Okay. What's underneath? Yeah.
Dave Dog, I've heard of Robin Thicke with Miley Cyrus. Yeah, they did a little touring together for a while.
Very beginning. wasn't it?
Yeah, and they had some very close dances while on stage, and some people speculated that they were seeing each other, even though he was married to Paula Patton. But I don't think anything ever came of those. A lot of people are like, why would he cheat on Paula Patton? She's gorgeous. I'm like, yeah, why would he cheat on Garona?
Oh, Corona.
I've been getting the itch to return, but then give it 2 or 3 months, I'm out again.
What's
I mean,
that? On what? On
WoW.
Yeah.
I mean, Freak's the same way. Freak will play
Yeah.
for a week or two, and then he's done. Just the same way Freak has a hard time getting me into survival games and keeping me in. It's same thing with me trying to get him into an MMO and him staying. We just have the things we like, right? My grandma learned.
You do like Gen Zero.
That's
But
not survival.
It's not really that survival.
Yeah, Gen Zero is not a survival game.
My grandma learned all about twerking from Miley Cyrus. Fair. I mean, shouldn't have a whole lot to throw back, but I mean, but still,
That was more like planking.
Oh God.
A lot like plywood back there. Actually, plywood has more texture.
although I have to say, her current iteration, a little less cray, pretty attractive, pretty attractive.
Yeah, she calmed down a bit, didn't she?
Hey, the TMP. Brother Rob, good to see you, my friend. And I had it on my to-do list for a while, and I was finally able to go back and catch his video on building some of the Fenrisian icy mountain terrain he did. And it's really cool because he doesn't just do the snowy mountains, but kind of like it describes when it describes Fenris, he does a lot of like, some of the turrets and Space Marine, kind of like Space Wolfy bits that are like mounted into the side of the mountain and stuff like that. So it'll look like a natural mountain, but then all of a sudden there's like a defense station or defense turret or a satellite or something like that. It was pretty cool. Oh, I also, on 34 Girls, did all the black lining and washing the metallics and stuff like that. And so now that I've done the black lining, like the pockets and zippers on their uniform and stuff like that, the areas between their joints stick out so much more. It doesn't look so flat. So, gotta love black lining. Best survival game I've played in the last decade is PvP 7 Days to Die. If a AAA studio gets a hold of that and does a sequel one day in the future, they could have a hit. As it stands, it's great. Oh, man, it is really good. I think, though, would it be better with a AAA studio? Because I think one of the things that makes it really appealing for a lot of people is that the code, the source code works really well with a lot of people's ability to tweak it, make changes and stuff like that. And there's a lot
they can mod better,
fan mod content and stuff. So it's like, would it be better with a AAA studio or would it be better open source? Heading out, gents. You legends stay awesome. Have an amazing night. You have an amazing
night.
Your face have an amazing night.
Oh! Ooh-wee!
Ooh-wee.
Ooh-wee.
Oh, you know what? Man, I remember sending you and Nina when the season first launched again. I was like, oh, new season, gotta check it out.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think I haven't watched anything past the second episode.
I haven't.
I fell off.
I'm the same way, dude. I need to catch up.
I don't even know there was a new season.
I mean,
5. Yeah.
As I say, it was a new season like 4 months ago.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
That's kind of the point. We behind, bro.
Okay, bro.
I'm not your bro.
Yeah.
Oh, from Zoolander.
Yeah, I know.
Movie is so dumb.
Yes, it was 100%, but I loved it.
All my friends died in a freak gasoline accident. Idiots. Just spraying each other with gasoline.
I mean, we're having some fun, All fun and games until somebody, drops a cigarette.
More like derelict mumble. Wasn't it like a walk off that they were doing?
On
the runway?
Yeah, I think there was some kind of rebelling thing, and then they all jumped in a Jeep, and then
No, with freaking Ben Stiller's character and Owen Wilson's, and then David Bowie shows up or something. He's like a judge.
No, that's not the. You're talking. Who was the? God, dude, it was
Will Ferrell was the bad
Will
guy.
Ferrell. Yeah, he was the bad guy. Yeah, he was the nut job with his stupid looking dog and oh my god,
the hair deal.
Yeah. Oh.
But no, David. I distinctly remember seeing David Bowie
Really?
in that movie.
I don't remember. I'll have to look it up now.
Oh, I did the hair and tails on 34 Girls all this week. Man, I've really done quite a bit. And why does it feel like I still have so far to go? Oh, why did I choose to batch paint 34 models? Am I psycho? I might be psycho.
You're psycho.
You just hear under his breath, "I'm not a masochist."
Markiplier?
Still running around? Yeah. Yeah. Come here.
Here's Sweet Boy.
Yeah, I hear him. It's like Beaker.
Bunkin' hungry. What's up, Frosty Fisters?
Hello.
What up, baby?
Come on, stop. Yeah, surprisingly, their instructions are pretty damn good.
Awesome. Oh man, that emoji of a burger looks good. I had some veggie burgers from Burger King, the Impossible Whopper tonight. So good.
What?
They have veggie burgers at Burger King?
The Impossible Whopper.
Really? No.
Yes, sir.
How cool is that?
It's so good, dude.
Was it flame roll too?
Yep. Tastes like it.
Oh.
I mean, I'm not in their kitchen, but tastes like it. Like, dude, it tastes like a Whopper.
What?
It tastes like a Whopper.
Oh God. No. No. No.
Whopper. Just showing some notifications, love, and liking all the stuff.
Oh God! No, not my finger. Don't need glue there. Hate that.
Ah, yes.
Come on, spritz.
Your accelerant.
Yeah, nothing. You do it. Let's see.
The pitfalls of superglue.
Mm.
Or rather, maybe
Pitfalls-
superglue.
Big freaking fingers.
I was about to say, or maybe the superglue is fine. It's the pitfalls of man.
Yeah, it's my big damn sausage hands. Fingers. I have more glue on my fingers than I will on the model. Do 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 do. So we have some other news. You want to go over that?
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. Let's see.
I totally wasn't getting lost in the painting and forgetting to talk to our chat.
All right, so we finished with the update. Heresy Thursday armor up with Contemptor Dreadnought Legion upgrades. Ooh, let's do that one.
Yes, it's lunch here, and I ordered some munchies. Oh, yeah.
Very nice. All right, here we go.
Oh, real quick, we did a little poll earlier. G the Hyposapien, and I know you are a kind of collector when the different sets and stuff come out. But also, I know that you live in Australia, where sometimes the prices of GW kits and stuff like that can be a little higher than other regions, and stuff like that include, surcharges for like, your kidneys, your firstborn, all that kind of stuff. So we ran a little poll earlier, and the idea was, will you be staying exclusive to GW models, or will you be getting your plastic crack other places, maybe even venturing down the 3D printing route? Freak has been 3D printing for a while. Oni is like a freaking expert at 3D printing, and I myself am starting to dip my toe into the 3D printing game. I will be getting mine somewhere around the 20th. Hey, he says where he shops, Gap Games has 21% off, thankfully. Nice.
Oh, wow. That's good. There it is.
Is there something I can plug for you there, my Funkin' Man? Is there like a, if you use code G the Hypersapien, you can save an extra.
Hey, save that mouse. Save that mouse for later.
Oh, yeah, speaking of the new 3D printer. Favors and services.
Not necessarily in that order.
Oh yeah, I'm a GW fanboy. I don't have plans for 3D printing at the moment. I have an affiliate link, just gives me a kickback. Nice. Well, if you would like to send it to me, I'll post it in the chat here. So that way, any of our other friends who live in Australia can hopefully check it out. Oh, and New Zealand too.
Nice.
Also, theoretically, you could be hitting up the same game store as the Legends at Viva La Dirt League.
New Zealand? Wait, what?
Yeah. The game store ships to Australia and New Zealand.
Oh, nice.
Not that I think any of them play tabletop games, but
Yeah. That would be cool if they did.
they have mentioned Warhammer before. But I think they said that they like the lore. They don't play, or they don't paint them out, or they don't do the game or the hobby.
Their loss.
I mean,
But is it though?
that's being that they own their own company now, and they spend all their time in editing and filming and recording and whatnot. They may not have time for it now,
Yeah, this is true.
being the stars that they are. Although if I were a big star recording 3 times a week, I'd probably still find time to paint. Think. Yeah, Methos conference call. I just show up in the Frosted Fist office with my miniatures to paint while we're having. Guys, anybody have an idea for this week's script? Methos, huh?
All right, here we go. Boom. All right, Heresy Thursday armor up with Contemptor Dreadnought Legion upgrades. One of the enduring images of the Horse Heresy is Contemptor Dreadnoughts smashing their way through front lines with contemptuous ease. These mighty war machines are clad in the colors and livery of their legion. And you'll soon be able to upgrade the awesome plastic contemptor with sculpted heraldry of your choice. Okay, that's pretty cool. The first to release are resin, torso, and head upgrade sets for 6 legions: the Sons of Horus, Imperial Fist, yay! Dark Angels, Emperor's Chirins, White Scars, and Iron Warriors.
Okay, so there's still resin.
Yeah.
Okay, so before all this came over to the GW side of things, Freak and I had already.
Noise?
What noise?
Is my camera crapping out on me?
Camera's gone.
Oh yeah, your camera's gone, baby.
Yeah, what the hell? Did I lose power? Oh yeah, it didn't.
There's your luck running out.
Press again.
No shit.
There. Alright. That's got. Whoa. Oh. Oh. What if my camera died? Yeah, looks like I might have. Not awake. Okay. Alright, I think it's good. Let's see. There we are. Okay, got my camera back. All right, sorry about that. Okay,
Gravy baby.
so here are some of the contemptors. So yeah, let me see here.
So before they came to the GW side of the business, freaking I have already grabbed a few of these for our his Imperial Fists, my White Scars, and my Space Wolves. So we already had a collection of these dreads from the Forge World side.
Yeah.
My Blood Angel one is a custom print from Brother Onilicious. But yeah, so we've got a fair amount of these. It's cool that they're coming to the GW side of the business.
Very nice.
I was a little surprised when they brought them over that they're still going to be resin, but I mean, I guess because it's still the same resin mold as they had before.
That'd be great if they changed it to plastic. Maybe that might change. That would be pretty great.
I would say that I'd rather. Oh man, that Emperor's Children one looks really nice.
Yeah.
I would say I'd rather have the plastic, but honestly, I have no idea how it goes together because I commissioned both of my Forge World Dreadnoughts to be built for me.
Yeah. This is a really nice one of
the Iron Warriors.
White Scars.
Oh, the White Scars. I keep forgetting that my screen's on a little delay. I really enjoyed painting up the White Scars one.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Mine is not as cool as this one, but I like it. Man, I thought mine was so good. I was so proud of mine.
What the hell? I'm sorry.
Oh, your camera died again?
It was getting weird. I don't know what's going on.
I tried so hard to get my White Scars dread showing off on the Warhammer community corner. I just couldn't. So many of our friends have been picked up and showcased on Warhammer community. I just can't get there. Well, maybe one day I'll get there. 10, 20 years from now. Elston Nation, buongiorno.
Bon Jovi.
Good to see you, my brother. Good morning to you, and how are you, my friend? Oh, Elston Nation, you were in one of my dreams for like like 5 minutes the other day. It was not a non-sexual dream. Before anybody goes,
Oh no, okay.
You were Elsa Nation made this appearance in one of my dreams, where, and I think you were in it too, Freak, briefly.
Oh.
We had some channel business. You were coming over to so we could record something, and before you got there, Elsa Nation showed up, a surprise trip to the U.S. and came to see us and stuff like that. And I don't know how he got my address. Maybe, oh yeah, he shipped me stuff before. Anyways, but the dude was packing heat and had like 2 guns on him, and I was like, "You flew over here. How did you even get these?" And they were like, no, solid black Glocks. They were like custom pieces with like fancy, fancy attachments and stuff on there. He was like serious gun pro. This is not a Chippendales dream. But yeah, he was like seriously packing heat. I was like, what is he doing with these guns? And then my first thought was,
Let me look. Hang on. Let me see what the hell's going on. Oh, yeah. Hang on. Let's see what the hell's going on. Oh, yeah. Microphone. Okay, that's right. Okay. Say something, Methos. Make sure we can get you.
what up, baby? Can y'all hear me now?
Keep talking. Make sure they can hear you.
Can y'all hear me now? Okay, good. So, yeah, my first thought was, A, Elsa Nation got here on a plane, didn't he? How did he get these? How did he bring these guns over? And B, I thought, he can't get guns like this in the UK where he's from, right? Like, I was very confused. Surprise, mother trucker. I came across that. Yeah, I came across that meme again. I freaking love that thing. Some fries, mother trucker. Wrong size, mother trucker. Disguise, mother trucker. That's another one of my favorite ones. All rise, mother trucker.
Drew dies, mother trucker.
Oh,
That's sad.
something Tiff and I always ask is, why the Hunger Games one? So good though. He's back! Yay! But yeah, I think we got attacked or something on the way back to my place, and so we never got to finish, or we never got the opportunity to film with Elston still. He came all the way to the United States, commando style, and we still didn't get to film with him.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Apparently, the idea of filming a video with Elston Nation is dream-worthy, though. So there's that.
This needs to go on 3.
What is that? Is that part of the model?
What?
Oh, you were saying about something. Is that the model?
No, my camera. I'm just trying to figure this.
Okay.
Yes.
Did I attack? What was attacking people? I don't remember. Like, I remember we were driving on the way back and something. I had a Jeep in the dream. I haven't had a Jeep in
A
years.
Jeep?
Yeah.
Awesome.
But yeah, something I remember knocked our Jeep like sideways and on its side. And the dream just went crazy and chaotic from that point. Well, as if, Elston showing up on my doorstep strapped like the Terminator is
That's not
chaotic,
crazy.
but but yeah, like the dream went extra chaotic after that point. No, it wasn't you attacking Elston. I have no idea. You just left the house at the same time as I did when I was like, I'll be back. I just have to go get Freak so we can film. And then boom. I remember it was crazy, but I don't actually remember what happened after that. Man, I so got focused on this dream that I forgot what I was supposed to be coloring on these kitty girls. It was the radio headset. And so I just started touching up random places that needed a touch up. Other hobby stuff this week. Overwatch Season 3 started this week. So the missus and I have been doing a little grinding on that one. If anyone's playing Overwatch currently, let me know. Maybe we can hit up a game. By the way, I am a filthy casual, and the missus and I usually play Mystery Heroes. But if anyone out there is playing, Overwatch and you want a game together sometime, hit me up. Why am I doing this?
Just don't.
You right. I went back to painting this radio headset on these girls' faces, and I forgot to switch back to the smaller brush for working on faces.
I'll be right back, guys.
Were the kitty girls another dream? I wish, my friend. No, I have these 3D printed Imperial Guard kitty girl models. They're called the Neko Winter Guard. And I bought the Stormtrooper variation of them to run as my Kazarkin squad. And so they're a bit more armored, and they have all of the fancy Kazarkin / Scion style weaponry, like the hot shot las guns, plasma guns, melta guns, volley guns. They didn't have any of the new hot shot sniper rifles. I did go to their Ranger section because there are no longer, there are very few Imperial Guard now that use sniper rifles, other than basically the Command Squad and the Rattling Squad. And so I ordered a squad of their Neko Guard snipers, and they're basically in my squad now as hotshot sniper girls. And so basically all 30 plus of my Kazarkin, which is 3 full squads plus some extra weapon options. And I'm so crazy. You would think after painting 34 of these girls, I'd just be done and ready to be done with it. But in the future, I want to get a full set of volley guns, because I have a full set of Meltas that I can swap into these girls, and a full set of plasmas. And they threw in 1 extra volley gun and 1 extra grenade launcher, and it's like crack. They threw in the freebie, and now I'm like, oh, well, in case I ever want to take these weapons, maybe I'll get a set of each of these girls in the future, 1 with the grenade launchers and 1 with the volley guns. See, they know. You throw in a little free crack, the addicts will come right back. I'm pretty sure Zane uses the same recruiting technique with the Orphan Fight Club, but that's a different story.
All right, I'm back. I don't know what's going on with it. I think because I have to update my. I have to upgrade my my driver. Yeah, I did it before the show, and I think it's just screwing it up.
You're in dangerous territory using Hot Shot and Kitty Girls in the same sentence. We might be back to Operation FAP soon. I don't know.
What?
It's a project that Elster Nation's doing. Operation FAP. It's finish all projects. What were you thinking?
Oh, that? Yeah, exactly that. 100%. On.
What you working on right now, Oni, my man?
Rossi still?
Well, I meant, where are you in assembly?
Oh, she's done.
Oh. Holy crap, you built that fast. Your speed, it impresses me.
She's done.
She's sexy. Man, if it was me assembling her, the assembly would take all night, to be honest with you.
Well, now I'm moving on to the slithery snake.
I'm a snake. Snakey, 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 snake. So sneaky. What am I gonna do?
All right, hang on a second. Hold on. You're not coming through. Just give me a second. Audio. Okay, you should be good.
So it has been a hot minute since we've had some submissions for Art of the Week. Admittedly, of course, we had dropped off during the holiday season because we weren't doing very regular shows very often, and there were usually more paint and chats during the holiday season, and a lot of the usual accoutrement we're missing from the show, and we're going to be bringing those back. So if anybody wants to submit any Art of the Week stuff for future shows, just let us know. We'd be happy to show off any of the community works. Also, not only will I be showing off my stuff on YouTube Shorts, but I think I want to add some Art of the Week stuff into our Shorts lineup. And so I think I'm going to be doing like a Art of the Week Wednesday or something like that, where I'll do a short and show off something sent to us by the community. So, again, if you guys have any of your work that you'd like shown off, please don't hesitate to send it to us, and we'd love to share your work. Full credit, of course, going to whichever artist is submitting. And I do think, whereas when we do Art of the Week here on the show, where we're happy to show off not only people's work that they send in, but like anything that they find online that inspires them or whatever, I think for the shorts and whatnot, just so that way I can credit people, in the description and whatnot. I think I will be keeping those to, the community members themselves who send it in. Did you fix it?
I see what's going on. OBS is trying to open it as a webcam somewhere else instead of it's competing against Zoom. So I'm trying to shut down. Yep, deactivate. Put it down here.
OBS. I miss short. Me too, brother. Me too.
Come on. Link. Still acting out. Webcam is closed. Yeah, I might just have to do a reboot. Because like I said, I was able to open it up in OBS and it came up fine. So my camera's fine. It's just freaking Zoom does not like it right now.
Right on. It wouldn't be a Frosted Fish show without a few technical difficulties. As our people always like to tell us.
Yes. Back. Guys, y'all really into your hobby tonight.
No, I was trying not to disturb you while you were.
Oh no! Show goes on, bro. No, don't worry about me. Y'all, I can still talk. I mean, y'all can hear me. Y'all just can't see me.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, you shut up.
Don't tell me to shut up.
Yeah, so somewhere is just a conflict. I'm not going to worry about it right now. I know it works. It's just, again, I just got to reboot my damn computer because of the freaking drivers. Anyway.
There are technical Are there technical difficulties because I showed up?
Possibly.
No, the glitch with the camera happened a little bit before you showed up, so it's all gravy, baby.
I mean, it's coincidence.
If the first time hadn't happened before he got here, then it would be coincidental. No, since this is the second one, it's just par for the course now.
Pretty much.
So back to another trivial little detail that is so much easier when hobbying with, y'all here, hobbying with our community. I am doing just these teeny tiny headset radios that these girls have on each one, trying not to mar up the face too badly. Although I just have the base coats on the faces and the wash down, so if I really mess anything up, then I can just paint the face colors back on. In fact, I'm actually more worried about messing up the hair because I've already shaded the hair. I haven't done the highlights on. Well, I did the highlights on the violet hair, but I haven't shaded I haven't done the highlights on most of the hair. But still, I don't want to have to go back to base coat and shade again if I don't have to, so I'm trying to be careful with the hair.
Why not just mask it?
Because sometimes masking works out okay for me, but sometimes for me I make it worse. I have sometimes where I've masked something and gotten into a false sense of security because it bled through the masking and made it worse than if I had just painted carefully around it.
What are you using a mask?
I've tried liquid masking and I've tried masking tape before.
No. Let me learn you.
Learn me. AK elastic putty.
I've heard of
Nice.
that. I think you told me
Use that-
about that, Steve.
I
Yeah.
sure did.
Yeah.
Sure did. So, I'm surprised you didn't say you heard it from some other thing.
I was waiting for
Oh, I'm
Markiplier's
so
name
glad
again.
nobody can see what I'm doing right now, and it just happens to have 2 digits. Yeah, that's for you, Steve.
I think I heard Markiplier talk about this. Markiplier doesn't paint.
Oh.
It's funny.
You want a 10? I'll get you a 10.
I can pick some up.
Read between the lines.
Yeah, I definitely will look into it. Like I said, I'd had bad experiences masking it, so I never think to do it anymore. But yeah, it sounds like worth trying.
I mean, it's not going to improve your painting or anything, It has improved mine. I'm still just trash.
Well, I tell you what, baby, if you trash, I'm dirt.
I love trash.
Yeah.
If you trash, then I'm dirt, baby.
It's still better than trash.
Damn.
Is it?
No.
It's probably because I woke up. That's why we have these technical difficulties. Too much god power in the chat.
Too much Elston in the world. Yeah. Like I woke up. We don't know what to do.
Too much
The universe
Elston.
can't handle us.
Too much Elston is usually what the ladies tell them.
Oh yeah.
We know all about that rock star life, or at least we'd like to think we know about it. We're not there. We can only imagine, but
No, yeah. We just live vicariously through you. Is all we're doing.
I mean, Rick's been in bands too, so he would probably know, except he's had the same sweetheart since high school, so he doesn't get
Yep. I don't do the chicks thing because I value my life.
He hasn't been out sowing the wild oats.
Nope. Nothing wild here. Pretty domesticated shit.
Elsa says it's okay, guys. Trash is still part of the circle of life.
Damn. That wouldn't be so funny if it weren't true. God.
In the circle.
Alive.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm gonna go back to that shop and I'm gonna tell him. See, Elston Nation says I'm still part of it. He's gonna look at me like, what
Get
the hell
out.
is Elston Nation?
Get out of this. Get out.
Or it could go the other way. They'd be like, oh shit.
Oh, Elston?
This guy knows Elston Nation.
Holy crap. You probably won't believe him, though. Like, you don't know Elston. Get out. No, I really do. Get the hell out of here.
Don't you dare take his name in vain.
Right? And you're like, oh,
He
you
just
don't
turns
know.
around as I'm walking out. It's like, can you believe this piece of trash? Said that he knows Elston Nation.
Elston Nation? And you're like, come on, you guys don't even know Elston Nation. And he goes, come here, just for a second. And he takes you to the back room, and he shows him a shrine of Elston Nation in the back. It's like, oh, yeah. Okay. I'll leave now. Yeah, that's the guy. I know him. No, so no, you don't. No, really, I do.
I think that's the new one for this week. Don't you dare take Elston Nation's name in vain.
I'm slowly getting the bike together.
Nice. I am slowly making it. I'm just doing the black on all these headsets too. So I still got to go back and do the silver on top of it. And also, I'd forgotten that some of the, not many, but some of these girls also have goggles on their forehead. I got to paint the goggles.
Beer goggles?
No.
Oh.
I've had a couple of those. I mean, hey.
Yeah, ain't bad, man.
Beer goggles.
One,
The ones
two.
that change the ones that change your buttons from save this for later to buy it now.
Oh, this bike is so cool. Gosh, I wish my camera was working.
I feel like that's a new thing for Elston to explore on his next podcast. So it's come to my attention that my name can be taken in vain.
Right? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we're being punished because we've been doing it a lot lately. Yeah. Is that a thing? Rosario Elston?
Not me. I never take his name in vain.
Well, you keep doing it. Whose name?
Elston's.
See? You did it again.
Well, maybe it doesn't count when Methos does it because he's a true believer.
Oh, that's what it is. Oh, dang it. Wait, I'm a believer?
The rule of Stan Lee.
Oh,
Are you,
I'm a
though?
believer. I am. Oh, how hell yeah, I am. You kidding me?
But are you though?
Yeah, you know what? Shut up.
Elston finds your lack of faith disturbing.
Disturbing. But does he, though? We could question everything.
But do you though? Just do do 7 brushstrokes and all this forgiven.
Right, what penance should I take, right? How shall I atone for my sins, O Elf Nation?
How's the Space Marine voiceover going, Freak? Have you listened to the James Workshop interview yet? Oh man, I listened to about half of it the other day and then my phone died. I need to go back and finish it. Dude, that guy seems like a cool guy. I have to say one of my favorite parts so far is he's like, you know, first of all, that he was like, yeah, so many people say, yeah, this isn't going to be a serious interview. We just want to have you on for a little bit and we'll have a little fun. And then you get in there and they start opening up like some, you know, newscaster doing a super serious interview. It's like, oh, hell, it's going to be another one of those. But then later on, you know, the guys were like, see, that's us, not serious. We do exactly what we say. He's like talking about some of his previous interviews. He's like, yeah, some evil bastard during an interview asked me to go back and give my thoughts on, you know, something from like 30 years ago. And I'm like, what? Is someone doing dentistry? Dentistry?
That was my...
Is that your drill? Or not drill? Your...
Dremel. Yeah.
Dremel, yeah. Yeah, that's Freak with the dentistry.
Gotta pull my tooth out. Nothing better to do, you know. Just
that's him serving penance. Oh, divine.
yes, just
cutting
my arm off. My painting arm because it's not worthy.
Oh wow, I was thinking, you know, him saying dentistry. You went straight for the arm.
I did, man. I mean,
just like me when I mess up faces, just take my hands. You know what?
Take them. Yep.
Just take them.
Well,
Might as well take mine too.
no, he can't take that many. I mean, it's too much. Too much of a sacrifice.
It is so cool. I had no idea until Elston brought it up during the interview that James Workshop is not only, you know, the you know, plays the fictional character James Workshop, but also he's a lot of the voices in a lot of the audiobooks and audio dramas too. And typically he does a lot of bad guy voices with a lot of gruffness, screaming and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then like wrap up time already.
Yeah,
man, tonight
when you having flies
really flew tonight. I don't. I take. I also accept shrines. I don't take trash.
Oh,
that knocks me out of the.
Well, I guess I'll never learn from the feet of the master. Are you sure? Because, like, I like to think I helped start the religion.
you know,
Thing you
crazy
should put on
thing
there,
about that,
like,
you know.
You know, when you guys at the beginning of the show, whenever I'm introduced, you put like in subtitles under my name. It says, "So says Elst Nation." Trash.
Oh, thus says the Going like the Ten Commandments movie, you know. So it is written. So let it be done. Thus says Elst Nation.
I'm surprised you haven't taken this so far that you've changed your Zoom name. Oh no, Heinrich, my friend, so good to see you. I just reached out to our brother Heinrich yesterday. Had a little chat with him. There's trash, and then there are minions. Ooh, can it be promoted to minion status? Ooh, please pick me.
I think I'll be in the trash side for a while.
Minion Nation. Oh man, Heinrich, my brother, it's so good to see you. But we were actually just wrapping up. I'm so sorry to do this to you. So, any closing thoughts for you tonight, my brother Oni?
Honestly, I was here and not here most of the time because I was mostly putting models together. I was more focused on that.
Yeah, you had a lot of good things to say about
Actually,
3D printing and the price increases and the non-GW games. You had a lot of good stuff to say.
Yeah, just suck it up.
Okay.
The price
I think you had a lot of varied opinions. I think it was you had a lot of good contribution there. And actually, that's one of the things Elston was talking about. Actually, with James Workshop, which was pretty cool, was that it's how even as a diehard GW fan, it's okay to have interest in other systems and stuff like that. And what's the phrase Pickle and Elston Nation used? They were like,
Don't touch my Nona Square.
No.
I can't remember how they phrased it, but they were basically mentioning how it's great that GW is so popular, and they that they always go back to GW stuff. But and GW stuff's like popularity wise always on top, but it's always good to stretch out and see what else is out there. Yeah. No worries, we'll catch up on the stream. Awesome. Thank you so much, my brother.
No, don't touch me there. This is my Nona Square. No, don't touch me there. This is my Nona Square.
You guys are
It could be your yes square.
That's
Yeah,
later. That's later. What?
Hey, the man's got a price, and I respect that.
yes, square.
It's hard at the top.
Giggity?
Or the tip.
Giggity again?
And then it can be everyone's favorite game.
Yay.
When you're GW exclusive, you're playing just the tip. Anyways, Frankaliciousness, any closing thoughts for you?
I can't see. Fun stream, man. Wish my camera was working. Sucks that it doesn't, but hey, it's all good. I can see you guys. You shut up. Shut your face.
Yeah, we had a lot of good dialogue around this.
Yeah, it was fun. And you know what? Like I said, it just depends on where you guys stand with the whole GW thing. I mean, we're going to keep on playing. This is what this whole channel's about. Keep rolling them dice, baby. And, that means that we're going to continue to either buy or sort of buy GW stuff. One way or another, you're still going to have to wind up get it, right? If you're going to play the game, I mean, you just kind of can't really escape it if that's going to be a part of your, your gaming culture.
Even if you don't want to pay these kinds of prices regularly, I mean, for us, there's always birthdays and Christmas, which we usually tend to do for each other.
eBay.
Yeah.
Always eBay rescues for sure. And of course, now, as of sometime in the next 10 days, all three of us will have 3D printers. By the way, you guys know I'm afraid of technology, so I really hope I can lean on you guys for some mentorship when it comes to this 3D printing stuff.
I mean, I've been had a printer.
Wow, like he was born with one.
No, I was saying it will be all three of us on this channel in the next 10 days.
Okay.
You are an expert. That's why I was literally just saying, like, you're an expert. Freak's been doing it for a while too. I hope that I can lean on you guys for some mentorship, because I admittedly hesitate when it comes to new things. So.
Oh, gravy, baby.
Why is only making that face? I'm like, will you mentor me? He's like,
Like,
No, I was looking at the instructions for Marosky,
Oh.
like her actual snake body.
I thought that was in response to me. Will you mentor
No,
me?
wow.
That was me looking at the. Look at that.
That's what you get, huh? Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's going to be a journey.
Look at that,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I think that's what puts me off, and a lack of room, really. Also, if I do get one, where will I put models? Fair, all valid.
Which I am actually excited for tomorrow.
That's
I'm
right.
getting it.
You're
Yeah.
gearing up for your knee excursions.
I'm gonna get
Hey.
Angron, baby.
If you don't mind, send me a picture of your World Eaters loot. I'd love to put that up on our Instagramables.
All right. So as soon as I get Angron, I'm gonna start putting them together. I already know how to paint them.
Very nice.
Well, guys, that is our thoughts for the night. And like I said, I'm a big GW fanboy, and I know it. And I probably praise them more often than I should. But will I still keep getting stuff? Yes. But also, I'm not averse to. There's a couple of games like Legion I want to try out this year. Marvel Crisis Protocol. I've been collecting that for a few months now. I want to.
So you say.
I said I want to. Again, there's no guarantees in life. I've been meaning to play Legion since last year, so you know, that's been on in my pile of shame too long. I need to get to it. So, like I said, there are other things I want to, and between 3D printing and the fact that I've been doing a lot with some of these alternative sculpt companies, I am a BGW fanboy who's not open to or not against trying new things. So, I'm this price hike's not the greatest news, but I'm still looking forward to what comes next, guys. We'd love to hear your guys' opinions. So, you know, if feel free to go back on this video and leave a comment, be part of any of tonight's ridiculous conversations. If you guys like tonight's episode, please make sure that you grab up an ox and smash that like button in the name of the Emperor. And if you guys would do us a big favor, check out all of our friends and family in the link tree below. Last week we added a few ones. We added Waylanders Wandering. We added the Wargamers Anonymous podcast down to our link tree below. Our link tree is full of our friends of the Frost and Fist. We also added something every hobbyist has to eat. And so G the Hyper Sapien has another channel where he does food reviews called Thunk and Hungry. They're down in our link tree below. Just a whole bunch of our friends of the Frost and Fist. Check them out. And if you guys are not yet part of the pack, check out that link tree below and make sure you come to our channel and hit subscribe because we would love to have you as part of the pack here on the Frosted Fist. Till next time, guys, stay frosty.
Frosty.
Good show, brothers.